What's going on, guys? It's your boy!
Before we even start, please hit that subscribe button. I may have shitty content, but you still need to subscribe. What's up, guys? It's been a hot minute since I made a video, and I apologize for that. I've been kind of busy with life, just, you know, work and school, and haven't really had a whole lot of motivation to make any videos. But now I do. I bought a motorcycle. So here we are. Like I said, I bought a new motorcycle. This wasn't really a spur-of-the-moment thing. I kind of been looking for a bike for the last couple of years now. Just never really was serious about it until the last couple of months. This is my brand new 2019 Kawasaki Z650. It says 650cc, obviously. It's in the naked bike class. This bike had 1 mile on it when I bought it. Okay, that's not true. It had 6 miles on it because I test drove it for about 5 miles. So I'm the only owner of this bike, which is a crazy feeling to me. I never thought I'd be able to buy something this new before, but the dealership that I bought this from is about an hour south of me, and they had a fantastic deal for me. Every other bike in this naked bike class, same years, same miles, I just couldn't beat the price that they were offering me, so I had to jump on it. Now, I'm not really new to motorcycles. I've grown up around motorcycles my whole life. My brother, Mob Street 83, if you've seen him in my previous videos, he's a certified Harley technician, so I've been able to ride a lot of bikes and experience a lot of different motorcycles with him. I took my MSF course a couple of years ago with my sister, and that gave me my endorsement for 649 and under CCs, so this bike fits in perfectly. I don't have to go do any more testing at the DMV. I just got it and been riding it ever since. As I said before, this bike only had about 6 miles on it when I got it. So if you see here, it has about 269 miles on it. It's got about 350 now. I can't really go above 4,000 or even 6,000 RPMs yet because I'm following Kawasaki's break-in period. But for the time being, I thought I'd give you guys my first impressions on the bike, what I think of it, what I don't like about it, stuff like that. Before I begin, as I mentioned before, I took my MSF course. If any of you guys are looking to get a motorcycle or get into motorcycling, I would highly, highly suggest you take this course. It ranges from $250 to $400 if you decide to take it at a Harley dealership. I don't really recommend that. It's a little excessive, but who knows, maybe they teach a little more. It basically goes over the basics of how to ride a motorcycle, the controls, how to maneuver it at low speeds. It's, like I said, I highly recommend it, even if you've been riding for years and years. I also recommend that you save a couple $100 or even closer to $1,000 on purchasing the right and necessary gear. That's a helmet, gloves, and a jacket at the minimum, and boots, and maybe even pants if you're feeling like it. I always ride with my full gear on. I don't want to take that chance of going one day without my jacket or without my helmet and then just so happening to get into an accident and wishing that I had that gear. So please, please, please spend the money on the gear, and wear it. Even more importantly, wear it every single time you ride. Now onto the bike. I've previously rode a lot of Harleys and Japanese cruisers. I've never really rode a lot of street bikes per se, but with my first impressions on this bike, this one being a naked bike, it has a more upright position, so you're more comfortable. My two friends that you saw at the beginning, one has an R6, the other one has a CB600F or R, I'm not sure, but those are a lot more aggressive. I really like the ergonomics of this bike. You're very comfortable, you sit upright. Another thing that I love about this bike is how it looks. I absolutely love this style of bikes. The naked class is easily one of my favorites. Another thing that I love about this bike is how easy it is to ride. The transmission is fantastic. The throttle is really snappy, and when you learn to get your throttle control down, it's really smooth. I also really like the technology on this bike.
So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology? Technology!
As you can see, the dash is all digital, except for it's got like this weird half digital, half analog tachometer, which, like I said, is kind of weird, but I like it. This model of bike does not have ABS, which I was a little sad about, but it's okay. I will do everything I can to learn proper braking, so I don't need ABS in the future. But this bike is offered as an ABS model. It's a couple $100s more. It's also got a fuel gauge and a temperature gauge. It's got a MPG gauge, a clock. It tells you your range miles till you have until you're out. And probably my favorite piece of technology on this bike is the gear indicator. Every time you switch gears, it tells you what gear you're in. Now, for things that I don't necessarily like about the bike, I've only ridden it for, like I said, almost 400 miles. So I don't really have a whole lot to say about it just yet. But there are a few little things that I've picked up on that I'm not a huge fan of. First being the sound. Obviously, it's got that stock exhaust on it, so it sounds awful. But exhausts on motorcycles are expensive. I had no idea about that coming into this. The other thing that I don't really like is around 4,000 RPMs, it gets pretty buzzy. Like, the engine has a lot of vibrations in the handlebars, but I'm training myself to have a lighter grip on the handlebars, so that isn't necessarily a big gripe. I also can't go above 4,000 RPMs, so I'm kind of cruising at that, which is not really fair to the bike. Once I get through this engine break-in, I should be able to hit 9,000 or 10,000, whatever it'll let me hit, and then it shouldn't really be a problem. Cruising speeds in 6th gear are probably around 5,000 or 6,000 RPM, so it won't really be that big of an issue. But yeah, overall, I'm really enjoying this bike. It's still early March, so it's kind of cold, and I've been trying to find every excuse I can to go out and ride it. So I think once spring comes around, I'm going to be out riding it a lot more. If you guys are interested in seeing these kinds of videos, please let me know in the comments. I'm kind of experimenting with this GoPro angle. I think this one is strapped to my chest. I'm probably going to have it attached to my helmet now to see if it looks any better about in the chin position, so you can get the full frame of view. But in the meantime, I'm kind of just retraining myself on things that I learned in the MSF course. I'm going to parking lots, doing small, slow maneuvers, U-turns, trying to retrain myself on how to turn, how to lean. So I'm probably going to be spending the next couple of months just, like I said, retraining my brain, relearning. But in the end, I'm really enjoying it. I had no idea I was going to have so much fun riding with friends, even. My two buddies that are in this video, they really wanted me to get a bike. My brother was also a big advocate on me getting a bike. Obviously, that's what his whole channel is revolved around. And I've always wanted a bike, but I had no idea how much fun it is to ride with your friends, with your family. So if any of you guys are looking to get a bike and you have friends or family who are encouraging you, I would highly recommend it. It's a blast, and I'm saying all this without it even being spring and summer, so I haven't got the full feel and experience for it, but I cannot wait until spring and summer to go out with my friends and family and ride. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's my first impressions on the 2019 Kawasaki Z650. I'm loving it so far. I can't wait to get an exhaust on it because I've watched videos and it sounds pretty good. There's probably a couple little doodads that I'm going to get on there, possibly some saddlebags, I don't know, just for more storage. I'm going to be taking this bike to school, so I'm probably going to need a little more storage, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, if you want to see more videos of me cruising around on this bike and going through the whole learning process of becoming a biker bro, let me know. And also, just putting it out there, I'm not going to stop making videos on my car or my truck. Like I said before, I'm just super busy with school and work. I've got a lot of projects going on at work, but I want to get back into making videos again for you guys. And for anyone who cares, I actually sold Kermit, so he's no longer with us anymore. Sounds like he died, but he didn't. He's just on to a new owner now. He actually helped me in the purchase of this bike. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, see you later.